All right, that is the bell starting round 1 of the Weighing Interjection show, where Josh Thompson and I will do battle with questions about MMA and combat sports. My man, are you ready for this?
Is it really battle when it's one side and I smash you? Is
Dude,
it really
you don't
battle?
smash nothing. You
Is
couldn't.
it really battle?
You
It
couldn't.
seems unfair that I
jelly
smash you
bean.
so easily. So look at these muscles, he's flexing these guns. I need to get some
Is that what that
on these things.
Is that what that is? You're flexing.
Man, I'm getting so old. The dad bod's coming into effect, full effect. I'm starting to look like
Man
Podcast
boobs. You're getting man boobs.
So you still have abs in?
Oh, geez. Podcast Dave never had abs in his life. Maybe when he was like 6. But let's go ahead and get started, man. Let's get this thing rolling. Podcast Dave, give us round number 1.
Let's go.
Round number 1. Would you put McGregor back into boxing?
Like,
John,
big boxing? Yeah, if I wanted to see him lose. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. You know, people do not understand the difference of levels here. And taking nothing away from Conor, boxing is a different sport. It is full of killers if you're talking about fighting the top guys. If you took Conor and you put him against someone like a Canelo, say goodnight. It's over. Don't do it.
You just sound like Joe Biden. Come on, man. That right there, you already lost round number 1.
You're right.
Josh Thompson with the win. Boom. Look, I honestly have nothing to say about the McGregor situation. If he wants to fight MMA, if he wants to fight boxing, the guy's got enough money to do what he wants, man. Like, realistically, like, he's never going to be a top-tier fighter again. He's not going to ever win a championship again. They're going to try to force-feed him to us to get him to a title shot. It's up to the fans can go ahead and tune in and watch. I have no interest in watching him lose. I mean, that's kind of where we're at right now. I was interested in, like, the Dustin Poirier fight. I was not in a rematch now, but I'm saying the previous ones.
Yeah.
I was interested in those.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in anything right now with him. I want to see him get a win before I start sparking some interest.
All right. And with that, let's get into round number 2, and it's time for fighting words. So we have put a few comments. This one came from a lot of the judging conversations, so just be ready to take it on. I know John's going to be excited about this. So we'll do one comment for Josh, one comment for John, one comment for Josh, and one comment for John.
Okay.
So the first one for Josh, from Jesse, who basically like quotes Josh. So it's Josh with a colon, and it says, "Don't just walk past them. Talk to the judges." And then he puts also Josh, and then it says, talks about conversation he had with a ref about an early stoppage, and then he questions what?
I don't understand. You just answered your own question. I said, don't walk past the judges. Talk to them. Figure out why they stopped the fight early. Figure out why stop the judges and ask them too. Why not just the refs? Ask the judges. How'd you guys score it that way? Figure out what you're talking about. If you're going to be an analyst, understand what the judges and the refs are talking about. Sure, I can pick John's brain all I want, but John's not a ref and a judge. Not anymore. You know what I mean? Like, not a ref anymore. But I'm like, he's not in that position. He's not in the chair. He's calling the fight. So I'm not. I've talked to him about it as well. But I also want to hear what those refs and those judges were looking at when they decided to stop the fight early, or they decided to let the fight go on, as well as the judges. Why did you guys roll it a 10-8? Or why did you guys say it was a 10-9 for that person? I want to know those things. If you're not doing those things, you're not doing your job. As an analyst, you need to figure out, you need to start talking to them and asking more questions, because instead of just sitting there ripping them, and don't get me wrong, I ripped them also, even in the Paris show. I didn't agree with one of the stoppages, and I thought I should have kept going. Then when I talked to the ref gave me the reason why, and I understood why, and okay, cool. You're actually looking out for the safety of a young fighter. If it was a veteran fighter, it would have been different. So I think I answered my own questions.
All right, for John, Josh, tell John to drop his know-it-all attitude. It's extremely annoying.
Go ahead, Josh. Tell me.
John knows more about this sport than 99.99999% of people that are in this sport. So I'm not going to tell John to drop the know-it-all attitude. Okay, I'm sorry, man.
I'm just going to say who said this. What's their name?
Daniel Sandoval.
Daniel Sandoval, man. I hope you're having a good day, Daniel. But I know that you probably are the smartest guy there is at this sport, and you know so much. And I hope that someday you're able to put that knowledge out there. Luckily, I am because of this podcast. And am I always right? Absolutely not. But I think I do know a little bit about the sport, probably a lot more than you, Daniel. Sorry.
You, Daniel. Oh, I love it.
All right, next one for Josh from J94. Josh claims Storley beat MVP, but Holly lost. LOL.
Yeah, that's exactly what I claimed. And look, and I'm not here. Look, and like I said, I'm going to say about both fights. I looked at Storley as winning the fight, and I looked at Holly as losing the fight. But I also looked at it as both ways. They were both close fights. Yeah. So if it would have went to MVP, I wouldn't have cared.
You can't complain either way.
No, you can't complain the other way. Neither one of them are bar murderers, so why are you yelling at me? Both of us should be complaining the fact that both fights were not exciting.
Yeah, they're both.
That's
fights.
what we should be complaining about. Not on who won, because neither fighter probably should have been warranted to win either fights. So it just was one of those things. You're just like, this is what we got. This is what happens. Stylistically, MVP's nasty and hard to deal with, and Storley dealt with it the best he could. I still had it a 3-2. I had Logan winning 3-2. But if it went the other way, I wouldn't have cared. Okay, that's the way it goes. Holly Holm, I had her losing 3-2. But if it went the other way, I wouldn't have gave a shit. That's just the way the fight game goes. Okay, if you want to win convincingly.
Last one for John from Chloe. Shame on you guys for defending the judging. A roll eye emoji.
Chloe, let's just put it this way. Chloe, how many times have you put your ass in that seat, put your reputation on the line to be the person that actually judges the fight? It's not exactly what you think. And you know what? Every fight that you do, you get at least 50% of the people telling you you're wrong. People are not going to be happy with judging a lot of the time. Now, the easy fights, the ones where anyone could have sit there and said, oh, fighter A beat fighter B. Yeah, you're going to get those at times. But everybody, I wish had the chance. California at one time took reporters, all the reporters that were dogging judging, and put them at a Bellator event. I was actually refereeing at the time. And we gave them a class on judging. And then we actually put them next to the judge. We took away their phones and all their bullshit that they normally have. And we said, judge these. And we had them judge. And just about every one of them judged the fights wrong. It's not what you think. It's not easy. And you're always going to be pissed off at the judges. I can't help that you're pissed off at the judges. It's going to be that way. To sit there and to say they always get it right, no, they don't always get it right. But they're doing the best they can, and I guarantee you this. They paid more attention to that fight, to that round, than you ever did. So I will give them that credit of, hey, at least they gave 100% of their attention to it. I may not agree with it. You may not agree with it. But I was also talking to this guy or doing this or that, and I didn't give it 100% most of the time. So you sometimes got to say, you could be wrong, I could be wrong, and the judges could be right.
If you read the comments in the Holly Holm Vieira fight, right? 50 say Holly won, 50 say Vieira won.
That's it.
That's the comments. The fans are arguing with each other.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways,
with that,
next.
Let's get into round number 3. What does a matchmaker do with Korean Zombie?
You fight him. If he says he's not retired, you fight him. You let him fight.
Huh?
Let him fight until the wheels fall off. That's how, like, let the fighters decide. Like, there's other fighters that are still fighting that probably shouldn't be fighting. If he wants to keep fighting, let him fight. If he says he's not retired, start matching him up. Let's go. I mean, I wouldn't mind watching if Yair beats Ortega. I wouldn't mind watching a rematch of that fight.
Hello, thank you.
That's
That was what I was going to say.
You know, that's a fight to see. So I mean, fight him.
I agree with you. Look at it. It's real simple. He wants to continue fighting. Let him fight. Put him against people that, you know what, the matchups are interesting. I thought the Yair Rodriguez fight with him was a great fight. Yes, he lost in the last second of the fight, but he was winning that fight. And so he can be with anyone. Yes, he lost the fight to Volkanovski. So is everybody else.
Yeah.
You know, I think Volkanovski is not lost as a featherweight. I think his loss was, I want to say welterweight. It might have even been bigger than that. It might have been middleweight. But, you know, Volkanovski has never lost as a featherweight. So he lost to a guy that as a featherweight, as the featherweight champion, is basically undefeated. Not a bad thing, and he's fighting a guy right now who's in his prime, doing things that other guys can't. I love the Korean Zombie. Keep him.
All right. With that, let's get around number 4. It's time for Fitar. For every action, there's a reaction. I have a funny one for you guys today. I am gonna crank up the volume. Unfortunately, the volume will not be on when you guys hear it back on the main show. But for John and Josh, they are gonna get some volume on this. So give me just a second here while I get it.
Is the volume important? How come we're not putting the volume?
It's important for you guys, but it's for copyright reasons. I can't play the volume on this.
Okay.
Here we go. Hold on. This is all
right. He's fighting.
You gotta
Michael
dress
Jackson.
up. Yeah.
Oh,
he did the Josh Thompson
trip.
That was the outside trip, and he hits the arm bar.
It's all scattered here.
Pixel. Oh, this is freaking great.
Oh, he's on the arm bar on him now. Is he switching off?
Yeah. Oh, omoplata.
Oh, go for the choke.
He's got the neck.
He's got the neck.
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, he does have the neck.
Oh,
Yeah, he does have the neck. He has the omoplata and the neck.
Oh, bad idea.
This guy just got choked out by a
Michael Jackson lookalike.
Jackson. Michael Jackson. This has got to be in Vegas.
This is awesome. I can't see nothing else. Don't tell me he's tapping. Hey, people, just so you know, on the street, you can tap all you want. I'm not letting go. You don't tap on the street.
This is hilarious. This is so funny. They got to get a video of the Michael Jackson doing the moonwalk out of there. Just, gosh.
I
Can you
love
imagine
that one.
being so drunk you pick a fight with the Michael Jackson and get your fucking ass kicked? Oh, jeez. How embarrassing.
That was
and now
awesome.
it's gone viral. Even worse, now it's gone viral.
Well, it's obvious that our Michael Jackson impersonator has been doing a little bit of jiu-jitsu training there. He just made that boy look stupid on the ground. That was very nice.
Street performers need to, man. Performers need to protect themselves.
My video was all pixelated. It wasn't smooth, but it was still beautiful to watch.
Street performers, man, people fuck with them so much. They've got to train. I'm like, if I'm going to be out there on the street, you don't know who's going to walk past, who's going to screw with you. Man, you guys all got to be training. Boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu, wrestling. They got to be training everything.
Yep.
Next.
All right, round number 5, Bitchin or Bunk. Figueiredo leaving flyweight.
John, this all came about because he's mad about the interim title, apparently, from Moreno and Kai France. You think the UFC gives two shits? No. We let you run it back after you didn't deserve to get it ran back after you got finished. They did you a favor. Now you're going to complain about it? You got to be careful with how much you bitch and complain. You are not a legend in the sport, like as in like a John Jones or a GSP where you get a little bit more say. You know, a Bisping, those guys, right? They get a little more say because they've been around. They've been the champion for a while. They've got prestige that comes with them. This guy? He's got a lot of whining going on right now, man. Those are the guys that they eventually start to weed out, try to get you beat. If you want to go to the 135, enjoy that division. The most stacked division in the world right now, across all the sport, is the most stacked division. Have fun with that, buddy.
Well, you left me a whole lot of time, but you're absolutely right. Bunk. Let's be honest, Figueiredo, you're making a huge mistake.
Yeah.
Let them fight that fight. You've got the real title. You're the undisputed guy. That's for the interim. You do not want to go up to the bantamweight division. There's too many killers and studs there right now. You are the guy at flyweight. Prove that by going and beating the guy who wins that interim title. It's an interim title. It means nothing. Be the champion. Act like the champion. You're a stud. Stay at flyweight.
John, he don't want that smoke.
No, not a.
He don't want that smoke.
Bantamweight.
All right, guys. Hey, go to weighinginpodcast.com. Pick up some of our merch, which is available there. We got hoodies, sweaters, short sleeves, long sleeves, all of those things available to you. Even a coffee mug with the great Weighing In logo. I want to thank you guys for continuing to support our channel. And also, go to our main channel, hit that subscribe button as well as the subscribe button here. I want to thank you guys so much. John, take us away.
Thank you for tuning in. Hope you had fun, and we will see ya.